We know about Nightmare Moon and Daybreaker, but what about Cadence? Does she have an evil form? After Starlight switched the Royal Sisters' cutie marks, she had a nightmare that introduced us to a very interesting idea. That what happened to Luna when she became Nightmare Moon could have happened to Celestia too. She could have become Daybreaker. A couple years ago, I theorized about what alternate set of circumstances may have resulted in just that. I think it all comes down to one different factor. You'll have to watch that video after this to find out, but could that really happen? The only time we ever saw or heard about Daybreaker was in that dream. She's just what Starlight feared would happen if the Royal Sisters kept fighting. We have no reason to think this is actually possible. For all we know, this kind of transformation is unique to Luna and no pony else.
You are wrong on so many levels.
Nameless?
Daybreaker has appeared in real life.
Really?
However, you'll have to look outside your universe to see it. Let's go to the Nexus.
Ooh, the spacey place? Where's the portal? I can't wait to,
Welcome back.
Achoo.
Let's see. Daybreaker. Aha! Here's a world where Nightmare Moon and Daybreaker lived side by side. Not in the dream realm, but in the waking world.
Whoa, is that?
The Pony of Shadows? Yes. He trained the two of them to be his successors.
Cool. I mean, terrible.
So as you can see, Celestia may not have cracked in your universe, but she did in others.
Okay, but how do we know that's possible in my universe too?
Why wouldn't it be? The true nature of the Nightmare Force cuts to the very heart of magic itself.
I'm gonna need you to unpack that.
Okay. Remember when Starlight was mad at Trixie and bottled up her emotions? Literally?
Yeah, and the emotions escaped and possessed other ponies.
And what does that tell you about emotions?
That they're magical?
Precisely. And since emotions are magical, they can be used as a power source.
I think I get it. So all those years ago when Luna was rife with jealousy, that's what made her so powerful?
Yes and no. Nightmare Moon wasn't just a more powerful Luna. There was a corrupting force at play as well. Starlight's situation teaches us an important lesson. That emotions can exist separate from the pony who feels them. This means that another entity could use your emotions as their power source. Nightmare Moon was the result of such a parasite feeding off of Luna's jealousy.
Oh, just like how the Tantabus fed off of Luna's guilt, right?
Same principle, but the Tantabus is a whole other can of worms for a different day. The parasite that controlled Luna is called the Nightmare Force. It overrode Luna's will and used her as a vessel, gathering power from her negative emotions.
So Daybreaker is just what would happen if that same parasite fed off of Celestia's emotions instead.
You got it.
But that doesn't change the fact that in my world, Luna is still the only pony who ever got that parasite.
Is she though? Is she?
What are you suggesting?
Think about how the parasite affected Luna. Slit pupils, pointed teeth, shadow form, just like...
Sombra! I knew they were similar, but he had the same parasite Luna had? Sombra was like another Nightmare Moon?
Seems likely. Though some may attribute it to him being a different type of creature entirely, in your universe he was most likely a Nightmare Force corrupted pony.
Holy horses, wait. Luna fought Sombra not long before her own transformation. What if she originally got the parasite from him? The timing is just uncanny. She takes on Sombra, gets exposed to the parasite, and becomes its next victim. Nightmare Moon was caused by Sombra. A little help?
An interesting hypothesis. All I can say is, corrupting parasites that feed on emotion go way further back than Nightmare Moon. What was the Pony of Shadows if not a corrupting parasite that fed on Stygian's insecurities?
Huh. Pointed teeth, a shadow form. I guess I can see that. But Luna physically transformed. Stygian never did. The Pony of Shadows had its own form that more just engulfed Stygian into it. This parasite is totally different from Nightmare Moon's.
Or are we looking at different stages of the same kind of parasite?
Go on.
Say Nightmare Moon had control of Luna for the rest of her life. Well, what would the parasite do after Luna passes? It wouldn't have a physical vessel anymore, but the darkness could maintain the same shape. It could persist as the shadow of the pony it once possessed. It would be nothing more than a hollow husk searching for new ponies to control and to feed off of.
And that's what the Pony of Shadows is? You're saying he used to be a real pony that was possessed just like Nightmare Moon?
Another alicorn by the looks of it, but unlike Luna, this alicorn was never freed from his parasite, and when he passed, the parasite kept his form and went on to possess Stygian. Like I said, this goes way back. The Well of Shade had long existed when Stygian found it all those years ago. There's some real history there that has yet to be uncovered.
This is just giving me more questions.
We can't be sure of the details in your world, but one thing I'm sure of. Between the Pony of Shadows and Sombra, the parasite isn't just a Luna thing.
And if it happened to them, it could happen to others, like Celestia into Daybreaker, or Twilight into a Pony Midnight Sparkle, or Cadence. Oh my gosh, imagine a universe where Chrysalis successfully married Shining Armor. The real Cadence would have more than enough rage for the parasite to feed off. I have a feeling that would end for Chrysalis a lot worse than the Love Blast. Yeesh. Could you give me a huff?
Will you stay put?
Who else could be at risk of the Nightmare Force? Flurry Heart? Sunny, now that she's sort of an alicorn? The actual alicorn in the future? Opaline?
Or even non-alicorns, since Sombra was possibly a target as well.
Well, that's assuming Sombra's always been a unicorn. You know, there's good reason to think he used to be an alicorn. I have a whole video going into the specific
We're
details.
not doing your crackpot theories here.
My crackpot theories? Me. Alicorn or not, is the Nightmare Force even limited to ponies? Could a changeling like me become possessed?
Trust me, you do not want to deal with a nightmare sawtooth.
What? No.
I think I have said too much.
No, keep going.
I hope this has been an illuminating experience for you.
Tell me more.
And that you'll keep a more open mind.
Tell me more. Tell me. Wait a second. Are you a nightmare form?
No, but I do have.
You kind of look like one.
I am not.
The flames and the chains.
Those are just
But
my
what does Nightmare Sawtooth look like?
We're done here.
No, wait. Guess we'll never know. That nameless fella does have a lot of interesting takes on alicorn stuff, so definitely check out his channel if that's up your alley. But what do you think? How does the Nightmare Force work? Did Sombra have the same thing Nightmare Moon had? And how does the Pony of Shadows connect to all this? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you liked this video, like this video. And if you want to see more, subscribe and ring the bell. If you want to support this channel financially, check out my perks at patreon.com/sawtoothwaves. And thank you so much to everyone who already has, especially my Alicorn tier patrons. Darth Sylar 12, Maximilian HG, Solar Scripture, Musin, Princess Starglow, Colorshine, Captain Good, Scarmex, Pika Girl, Kari, Sapphic Vampire, Livia, Rosefire 14, and this video's Alicorns of the Week, Gunnar Clovis, Equinox 3141, and the Nameless One. Funny how that works. Y'all help make this channel possible. I'm Sawtooth Waves, signing out until next time. Brohoof.